What's going on, Sunshine? Thank you so much for your love and support. We're going to go ahead and get into the spirit message real quick. Only take the part that resonates, leaves the rest. I'm sorry for taking so long. I had to go refreshing the coffee. Okay, so let's talk about it. Now, I was looking on my phone and I came across some cryptic messages. Hold on, Chad. I got to get your lights together. So I came across some cryptic messages and I've actually already recorded this message. But in the recording, when I listened to the playback, I realized that in that message would have defeated the purpose of what Spirit is trying to do. So let me slow it down for you guys, okay? And I'm going to show you a actual clip of the cryptic message that scrolled down my timeline. So if you look at the title of this message, the title, it says Babel Brain Bitches, okay? And you're not getting the full story. There have been messages for the past few weeks and for the past few months. I feel like 2023 in general, there have been a lot of messages that have sounded similar to other individuals' messages. I also feel as if storylines are repeating themselves and everybody's trying to figure out, why are these storylines repeating themselves? What's really going on? So what is revealed is that some of the storylines that are playing out and some of the things that are repeating themselves, it's taking place because of Babel Brain Bitches. And when we go back and we look at the story in the Bible, the Tower of Babel, everybody was trying to get to source. Everybody was trying to build a ladder to heaven. Everybody wanted the connection with Spirit. And so Spirit had to confuse them. And that's how we have the different languages. But what's interesting with the Babel Brain Bitches is that for the longest, spiritualists, tarot readers, empaths have been picking up in their messages that certain individuals shouldn't be listening to those messages, or certain individuals were only listening to the messages to manipulate their situation or their person. But this is also a lesson for individuals when it comes to turning other people on to your plug. Because the same individual that you are battling with, that you are trying to figure out who your enemy is the same individual that you may have put on to your spiritual practices. So when they go to listen to the message, they're listening to the message to try to manipulate the energy, to manipulate you. But it's very interesting, baby, because you can't play Spirit and you can't play God. Now I'm going to show you this clip. Okay. And this is a clip of a track meet. Okay. And in the past, we talked about track. We talked about sports. We talked about you running the race. Now, if you will notice, in this track, they're running around the field being the world card. Everything will come full circle. But this is a relay. And in this relay, the top four, now for some of you guys, this is going to be not just with spirituality and spiritual messages, but this is also in your career sector, baby, going into 2024. Spirit is doing something different. There's going to be a lot of change and a lot of transformation, and everything is going to come full circle. Some of y'all are in the top four in your industry. But then there are also individuals that could be connected to you or around you that are trying to keep you stuck in a cycle with them so that you don't close out that chapter if you put the entire message together. Now, how are these individuals confused? Okay. First, let's look at this relay. Okay. Sha'Carri Richardson. This is the USA world title. And if y'all go and look at this, you have one individual. She starts off with the message. The baton in her hand is the message. She passes the message to the other individual and they take off. And that is what's going to bring a lot of you guys full circle, and it's going to help you to defeat the enemy. Now, what you will also notice about this is each person has to stay in their lane when they are on this track. Each person also has a number on their hip, which lets you know what lane that you were in, and it also lets you know who you rock with. Okay. So here we are with the messages, the top 4. Now, for some of you guys in your industry, what does the top 4 look like for you? When I say the baton, that could be a shift change for you. Let's just go into nursing or security officers. When you have a shift change, you have to debrief or give the next shift information as to what happened on the past shift. Keeps everybody updated and on the same path, because you're doing what? You playing for the same team. Now, even though you're playing for the same team, it don't always mean that you like your team members, because in the original message, when it was uncovered who the top 4 was, the top 4 when it comes to spirituality are going to be individuals who they subscribe to the same thing. When we talk about where your message come from, the portal that you are accessing, that is important. So therefore, if you are listening to somebody and they say that they subscribe to Elohim, Yeshua, Jesus Christ, the most high living God, you know where your source is coming from. Now, it doesn't mean that the person always have to bring that up in their message, but you know what they stand for and who they stand with. So therefore, everybody that plays on that team, guess what? They're in that race. So it's not going to be a situation where the top 4 subscribe to different things, different belief systems. Somebody could be connecting with certain deities. And if an individual connects with a certain deity, guess what? That is who they are receiving their messages from. So therefore, the top 4 is going to bring everything full circle. But the reason why spirit is scrambling bitches' brains like eggs is because there has been somebody for the past year who has been turned on to spirituality only to manipulate the people around them, and for some of y'all to manipulate you. But most of you guys who are in spirituality for the right reasons, to further your spiritual journey with yourself, you are in alignment. You are already going to know who the top 4 will be. You just might not know what order they go in. You may end up listening to a message and the first leg starts off with the message. And if you notice, the only time it overlaps is when the baton is being handed to the next person. Now, the individual who then stepped into spirituality to try to figure out your life purpose, they may only know the first leg or the second leg. So that means they're only getting bits and pieces of your story. They don't know the whole story. And for some of you guys for this past year, you're trying to figure out your story, but you don't know your full story because you don't realize that there are different parts. Whether we want to be on teams or not, baby, sometimes it is the work that you do together that brings everything to completion. Because see, everybody can't do everything by themselves. So we're going to go ahead and get into your spiritual message. Okay. And we're just going to give a little bit. Because the individual in the last message, it let me know that even within the top 4, when you guys start going to go listen to messages in 2024, this person, whoever is trying to manipulate you, they won't be able to manipulate you anymore. Because they only got a piece of your life story. It's like breadcrumbs. And even if they do get a piece, baby, they may be finding out about the beginning, but they don't know about your end. They may find out about the middle part, but they don't know about the beginning or the end. So let's go ahead and we're going to get up into your message, honey. Some of you guys in your industry, you will be the top 4. Okay. For some of you guys, this has a lot to do with your love life. Somebody has been trying to block an individual's love life. This relationship will help you to grow and be prosperous. Somebody is afraid of your prosperity. So for this person, if they listen to the message or the messenger that you turned them on to, and then the messenger starts calling certain things out and they start playing out, this individual, now they can figure out a way for them to try to manipulate the situation with you. So therefore, it changes and shifts the energy. The spirit got something. It was a recipe for disaster. Sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. Adele, don't cut your nose off to spite your face. Okay. Now and again, some of you guys, when it comes to spirituality and spiritual messages, you already know who the top 4 individuals will be. You may see cryptic messages coming down your timeline as to what it is that you are supposed to be turning into or who you are supposed to be tuning into. For some of you guys, somebody has been trying to block your love life, but it won't be no more blocking. And this individual, it's like they know that something is coming to an end. And there's a fear there. Whoever this person is, they are holding on to something for a long time. Baby, prepare for recovery. It's time for y'all to prepare for recovery, but this also means that you got to do your homework. You have to make sure that you have your top 4. And there are going to be taboo things within those messages that will let you know that you have the top 4. Because when the first leg starts off with the baton, an individual will start off at the beginning of the message. But again, that message should never overlap. You may hear an individual say, that person got ran over. But then in another message, you may hear this individual give an entire message, and then they may say, oh, somebody got ran over. It's your second confirmation. For some of you guys, it may be your second leg, depending upon what part of the message you have entered into. Because it may not come out first, second, third, fourth. You may enter, depending upon when spirit speaks to that messenger, how you receive the message. But it's about to scramble some bitches' brains. Look at this. Because somebody's worried about their stability. For some of y'all, this is somebody in your own tribe. Somebody's trying to figure out, you could have turned somebody on in your home. And in the last message, it was individuals. For some of y'all, these are people who live together. Spirit, what's the message? A new state, engaged to be married. Somebody is engaged to be married. Somebody's also going to end up relocating. For some of you guys, you're going to have to end up relocating when you get engaged. When you find out the full story to everything, you may have to relocate, because for some of y'all, somebody is off their fucking rocker. Straight like that. The individual, even if you think about all of the past messages where it was said how individual is going and going, paying for readings and paying for spiritual work, all type of stuff, just to figure out what's going on in your life. For some of y'all, this is gossip amongst friends, family members, on your job. That is the energy that an individual is putting into trying to keep you from closing out a chapter. It's like a race against time for that person. But they're going to have a hell of a time figuring out what's to come because they don't know your other top three. And if you are a tarot reader, you would automatically consider yourself or count yourself in when it comes to you trying to figure out your spiritual purpose and what's going on in your life. So that means you got three other top people that will be able to bring your story full circle. Because in 2024, that is an 8-year, a year of abundance, a year of prosperity. For some of y'all, that's the year you win it. And whoever this is, they know that, look, they can't go with you. And what's the first one out? You're right on track. Some of y'all, baby, you could have ran track. When it comes to the angel messages, some of y'all, baby, you're going to have to track your messages down because it's not all going to be given to you. Because if I gave you everything, then guess what? The Babel brain bitches would know everything there is to know to try to hinder you from closing out one chapter. So guess what? I can guarantee you, I'm not going to be the only one who ends up getting this message for you. But come on, upset because their spell work ain't working. Those illusions, the lies, it won't be able to work. They can't manipulate people anymore when it comes to you. Ancestor T, if this bitch light one more candle on you, we gonna start knocking shit over in their house. Don't they see it's not working? See, this person is having problems in their home. If you are a tarot reader, you've been picking up for the longest because tarot readers, spiritualists, or empaths, you picking up on the energy. Everybody wondering why, who is these bitches that's going to go do spell work? You on track. You're on track. And whoever they are, they're upset that their spells are not working, but yet they still invest in it. For some of y'all, whoever this is, they can't get nothing over on you. Look at this. Come on, loyal. You are a loyal person. Loyal love. Very loyal individual. You're the real deal. And somebody is afraid of losing that, whether this is your work sector, whether this is your love life, if you're in a relationship with somebody, if you was talking to somebody, dating somebody, whoever you turned on out the kindness of your heart, because you were doing this person a good deed. You were sharing something with them. But look at this. Deep down inside, you already know this person was with you for the wrong reasons. For some of y'all, this is somebody that you were dating. Look at this. Yes, they threw a hex at you. Some of y'all, especially if you were dating this individual. Let's find out, child. Let's find out. Track and field, baby. Now somebody trying to chase you down, honey. Now, I will tell you this. some of you guys, top 4, 2 air signs. Somebody could also have, somebody could be a Scorpio. Somebody also has fire in their chart. Okay. Air, fire, water. So if you know, you know. And it's also spirit showing you the baby. Everything I show you ain't for you to show everybody else. Because see, sometimes you can be loyal to an individual, even if it's friendship, even if it's on your job, even in your family, relationships. But everybody ain't loyal to you. Yes, it would be nice if we had loyal individuals that was just as loyal as us. If they were as loyal to us as we were to them, it would be nice. But that's not the case. Whoever that individual is that's moving like that is only moving the way that they are to get that information to manipulate. Out of fear. This is someone who has a poverty mindset. Honey, I don't care how many zeros, how many ones they got in their bank account. There could be a fear there of losing that stability. And whoever the person is, they're not really stable because whatever it is that they are trying to hold on to ain't even theirs. The person can't even hold on to their mental sanity. Right on track. Somebody clouded judgment. For some of you guys, if you are a spiritualist, somebody has been trying to like cloud your judgment, your thoughts. You could be kind of like feeling like, what the hell is going on in your messages? Resistance. Illusions. Somebody is trying to create some type of illusions. Upset because they spells ain't working. Look at this. Distracted. So somebody was trying to distract you guys. Distract you with illusions. If you are a spiritualist, if you give any readings or messages, somebody's trying to distract you. Make you second guess yourself. Because it could be a whole situation of what the fuck is this going on in the message? This is what's happening in the collective type energy. No, baby, that's what's happening with the individual who's trying to manipulate a spiritual message in order to be a problem or cause some type of hindrance to another individual. Perspective. How you perceive things. Somebody's trying to get you sidetracked. Somebody's trying to change things. Somebody's trying to delay you. This person is full of emotions and somebody is afraid that an individual is going to turn their back on them. Somebody could also live by the beach. Greece is significant. I don't know if somebody lives in Greece. If you've been to Greece, a judge is significant. Somebody is loud. Some of y'all, if you've been listening to messages, deep down inside, you like, okay, I'm on track, but then you start to question things. Some of y'all, you could even end up getting distracted. So let's say you sitting there and you listening to a message, and this is somebody who knows that you listen to spiritual messages. They start making all type of noise in the background. They try to pull you from the message. You have to stop, start, go back. It's always something with the individual. Somebody's trying to keep you busy, keep you second guessing yourself because you are right on track. Mm-hmm. One of y'all recently was smudging. You had to smudge some type of energy out of your home. Whatever was causing some type of imbalance, causing you to second guess yourself. Somebody also got a UTI. Mm-hmm. Something about a tractor trailer too. Oh, excuse me. I feel like that's going to be a confirmation. One of y'all had to pull over on side of the road also. Mm-hmm. Somebody trying to keep a water sign distracted, or it's a water sign that's upset that they spells ain't working, especially if somebody turned their back on the individual. And it's the illusions that had you sidetracked. Some of y'all feel like you didn't know who to trust. And I also feel like whoever is trying to manipulate the messages, now they don't know what to do because it's like this person has been found out. It's like now they know that you are on to their games. Something about a rack of lamb. And I don't know why I was about to sing lamb chops, play along, where kids come to play along. Huh. So that could be significant. Some lamb. Did one of y'all eat lamb or something? One of y'all also like to listen to podcasts or TED Talks. Mm-hmm. Somebody's urine is cloudy too. Somebody also got their hair parted on the side. One of y'all also, and I'm going to tell you the top 4. I ain't going to actually tell you the top 4, but I'm going to tell you something about the top 4. One individual wears 2 pigtails. They have their hair braided in 2 pigtails. Okay. Now, I feel like the description is more so for the individual, especially if they give messages. Because for some of you guys, you don't even see the actual person. So if you are a messenger, this is more so going to be a confirmation for you. For others of you, when it comes to a career sector, you being in the top 4, this could even be with sales. It's like somebody is trying to keep you busy, trying to throw you off. But these are going to be confirmations or clues as to what's what and who is who. Somebody has their hair braided in 2 pigtails. Somebody has dark hair. Okay. I will say at least when let me say this. I'll say at least one person is African American, even 2. Okay. I also feel as if somebody could have a short bob. Somebody could wear their hair again with the side part. Somebody could also have braids or locks in their hair. Somebody also wears about 5 bracelets at a time. Somebody also has long nails, and their nails are going to be green or orange. Or somebody recently ate an orange, or this person is wearing the colors green and orange. Mm-hmm. The name Spears is also going to be significant. Okay. South Carolina, down south, Michigan, Buffalo, New York. All confirmations. Somebody was acting also like they were in some type of distress. Somebody is full of emotion also because they tried to distract you and they could not, and they're upset that their spells didn't work. Again, for some of you guys, this was mental magic somebody was trying to do on you. Especially if you are a messenger, even if you are not someone who's actually out there giving messages, and this is a work sector, this could be a situation where somebody want to keep you high. They want to keep you in your head. They want to keep you second guessing yourself. Are you doing the right thing? Are you on track with your career sector? Are you on track when it comes to your job and your numbers? Some of y'all, confirmation, you was ready to throw in the towel. Whether you will actually admit that out loud or not, in whatever situation, whatever your situation is. For some of y'all, this could even be with a family dynamic. Folks stressing you out to the point you are ready to throw in the towel. Individuals want it, let's get high, let's smoke, cuz, to keep you distracted. And for some of y'all, you got to a point where you could have even said, nah, I'm cool. They get upset because those spells ain't working. They can't talk you into getting high. They can't talk you into being confused because you sitting up asking questions. Some of y'all, baby, you could have even had a head cold because you've been thinking so much, because you've been in your head. You felt the pressure. Tell a bitch don't play with it. You know what you know. You ain't the Babel brain. They are. Hell, somebody could literally be talking to themselves. Chill. Come on, beginnings. Beginnings and endings. This is at the end of the spread. From the beginning, from jump. For some of y'all, somebody was lighting candles from the jump. Somebody likes to eat artichokes. Broken. Somebody broke your trust. Somebody's name is Troy. Some of y'all, you heartbroken. This person broke your trust because you are a loyal individual. Somebody also got a tattoo on the back of their hand, confirmation. Somebody also got a tattoo on their forearm, confirmation. That's a part of the top 4. Here somebody is, you all up in your head, and honey, the whole time, bitch has been trying to light candles on you. And somebody's candle fucking broke. That part. Look at this. Try again. Look at this. Even the cards say try again. And this is clarifying if the bitch light one more candle on you, we're going to start knocking shit over in their house. Now, if you are a spiritualist and you've been giving messages, 9 times out of 10 in your message, you have told somebody that the ancestors was tearing shit up in the house. You told them when it was going to start. You told them the moment it was going to start. Confirmation. Some of y'all going to see 333. Baby, the Trinity. Somebody either like spinach dip. And look at this. The person in that they start over. They try to start over. Now, I feel like the person, the top 4, the first leg, this is somebody who they didn't know if they was on the right track and field. They didn't know if they was in the right playing field. Is this what I was called to do? You could have been confused. The second top 4 person dealing with a whole situation where somebody trying to do spell work, trying to distract them, somebody all up in their emotions, and whoever the person is, they are definitely an intuitive. Because they can pick up on the fact that the individual is pissed off because they spell work ain't working and they're trying to distract them. It's like swatting the fly. 4th person or the 3rd person got a bitch that's in the top 4 when it comes to spiritual messages, got a bitch doing spell work on them. Been doing it from day 1. And the bitch keeps starting over, trying again. even when it don't work. Now we're going to pull the fourth one, but something that I also want you to know, especially for those of you guys, when you start to figure out the people that you are meant to be in alignment with, you're going to notice that within your relationships with these individuals, there are a lot of similarities in what you have experienced. Because you got 1 and 2, 3 and 2, who has both had spirituality or spiritual work or spell work thrown at them. And now here, I'm going to let you know also the first one is more so a newbie. Somebody who just started the journey. Because now they rethinking spirituality. Should I have gotten into this? And if you look back at that clip, the first one on the track, she was moving a little slow. The second one, honey, sis ate them. Third one took off. There's the third one right there. And Richardson, the last one, brought it in home. Now, I'm not talking about these individuals because I don't know them women and I don't know their life. But the messages from just that alone. Honey, it'll raise everybody's vibration, especially when it comes to goal completion, getting stuff knocked out the way so that you can move forward and move on along your journey towards your prosperity. This prosperity that we all keep talking about. Everybody wondering what's the hindrance. Give me one, please, for the top 4. Lord. It was never going to work. Physical and earthly realm wars. Okay, we got a whole lot. Somebody secretly hate number 4, child. And for some of y'all, if you playing on the same team, number 4 secretly hates you. Now, I asked for just one. I ain't going to take all of these. But just know, somebody got to imagine you just to have an orgasm. 111, prepare from scratch. Didn't we say y'all was going to see a series of ones? Sometimes you have to take the approach nobody else will, watching you to see if their spells are working. So hell, number 4 is going through the same damn thing. Somebody could have just started a new journey, a new chapter in life. They regret the betrayal now. Trust me when I say they've been crying like a little bitch. Driving past the individual's old spots. 444, heavy protection. Somebody don't feel protected. They kicking themselves in the they getting their ass kicked out here, excuse me. And 333, ancestors beating their ass so bad, they'll be throwing away all their spiritual stuff and taking down their spiritual altars. Okay. But I said 1. So I'll let the last one stay there. And I feel as if even when it comes to the messages you guys start to put together, you're going to start to realize parts of the message and how they flow for your life. The first one may end up telling you that you're right on track, but some of y'all may be confused, especially if it's someone that is new when it comes to giving their spiritual messages. The next one, you may end up getting distracted while you're listening to that message. You get to your third message or messenger, and then it tells you about the beginnings of the spell work. It tells you what happened in the beginning. It tells you how it all started. And then the last one going to tell you how the ancestors is beating that ass. And it's going to all bring your situation full circle. so that some of y'all can let that energy go and be able to move forward. Because now you know. The first one may also tell you it's a lot of illusions around you. It's a lot of distortion. Second one may end up telling you about individuals getting distracted and sidetracked and what needs to be changed, where the delays are. The third one telling you about your beginnings, new direction, where you need to start over, what you need to try again and what you shouldn't be trying. Can I get one card, please? And then the fourth one is also going to tell these individuals, whoever is doing the spell work, they're going to tell you and they're going to confirm that it's never going to work. Their messenger is going to tell you, oh, they doing all of that stuff to go against you. They buying all of this shit. They going to metaphysical stores and botanicals, and they ain't nothing gonna work. And they may even end up telling the individual who is sitting in the audience wearing the mask that message. So guess what? When that person goes to one of the messengers, they're only gonna get one part of the message. Spirit got you on the right track. Spirit showing you that, okay, folks is upset. They spell work ain't going, it's not leaving them. It's not working on you. They steadily trying to distract you because whoever this person is, they're very persistent. And then the last one gonna say, hey, your ancestors is tearing this person a whole new ass. They may even tell the individual, what you doing is not gonna work. And for some of you guys, by the time the person, let's just say they end up listening to the end of the message, right? They get into this person's message and the ancestors going to start tap dancing on their ass. They're only going to find out so much about what's going on with you. They're going to find out how an individual is attracted to y'all. They're going to find that their feelings going to get hurt. They're going to find out that the person that they with is thinking about you while they with them. They're going to find out that all of that stuff that they bought, all of that spiritual work that they paid for, it didn't work. But guess what? It shows you that they don't know about your beginning. Your beginning's in another message. The things that you focus on, your distractions, it's in a whole nother message. And it's not just a whole nother message, but it's a whole nother messenger. Because each person has a job to do in order to win the race. It's a team effort. The pain. Didn't I say, what was the fourth one going to do? Tell them the pain that the ancestors is going to bring. The fourth one has also been through pain. And look at you. Don't say nothing else. Didn't I say earlier, I bet you won't tell nobody else your plugs. Once you figure out each player, you won't tell everybody. And 444, baby, you protected. Somebody also was trying to take an individual out. Somebody literally, honey, had a bounty on the individual's head. Because they didn't like what they was hearing. Everybody don't like the truth. Look at this. Split the deck. Didn't they burn their money up? Trying to find out about you. But this is the thing. Who you are connected to spiritually, they are not connected to. And whoever they're going to may not be connected to who you are connected to. Y'all, it's like individuals getting their information from two different people. about you when only one of the individuals is truly connected to you and source? Make it make sense, baby. Come on, protective mode. For some of y'all, you didn't know who you needed to protect yourself from. For some of you guys, especially if you are a spiritualist, honey, you was ready to go into protective mode. You like, okay, is a bitch stealing my messages? What's going on? Could have been a lot of uncertainty. You could have even been going into protective mode in your messages. Like, what is the energy? Picking up on the energy of manipulative individuals. It could cloud someone's judgment, because when you trying to pull the energy for the, and I say for the collective, but then I'm picking up on some shady shit. Now, hold on now. Because most spiritualists or readers, they know the normal energy in their environment with the people that they give messages to. So that's a very drastic change for y'all to go from divine feminine and divine masculine and being on your spiritual journey and vibrating at a higher frequency to all of a sudden you chasing somebody in a relationship. You're not cleaning your home. You're not taking care of your business. Not nurturing your children. It's a very drastic shift in energies. All of a sudden, you just focused on the spiritual work and alchemy and all that stuff that you spend time learning about. And not everybody is into it, but the individuals who are into it. I'm sure you didn't spend that time learning about that to try to hinder somebody else when you could be healing yourself. When you could be healing your environment. When you could be healing your kids. So that's why it's kind of odd when that energy is being picked up and everybody's like, okay, protective mode. Come on, personal goals. Some of y'all, you're not sure. For some of y'all in the work sector, you trying to figure out if somebody is doing it for their own personal gain. If somebody tries to keep you confused for their own personal gain. And whoever the person is that is sitting back trying to manipulate the energy, manipulate you, they got their own personal agenda. Ask yourself this. If this is a work situation, if this is a love situation, whoever it is you turned on to spirituality, however you are connected to that person, if they weren't connected to you, who would be the one taking the L? You or them? Who has more to gain from that connection? You or them? From the relationship with you? It's looking like you have more to gain, because guess what? You're the one with the information. You're the one that led them to spirituality, for them to be able to get clarity on their situation. So if you walk away from them, for some of y'all, they walking away from their cash cow. For some of y'all, you the best employee on the job. For some of y'all, when it comes to the family dynamic, you the only one in the family who gonna run errands. If you stop running errands for your cousin, who gonna do it? If you in a relationship and you stop taking care of your person and you're honest with yourself about where things are at in the relationship, who taking the L, especially if you're the one who doing everything? full of emotions. Daisy ass is in the damn tub. Y'all need to protect yourself again from somebody who has a personality disorder. Some of you guys, whoever this person is, they're trying to copy you when it comes to your spiritual practices. Somebody is also a water sign. This is a whole lot of water. This is a whole lot of emotion right here. You got clouded judgment here. That's a lot of air energy, earth energy, plants, physical pain, the physical, earth energy. Some of y'all, you dealing with a situation of whoever you was connected to, air, earth, or water. You turn any one of them individuals on to spiritual messages. Look, caught up. Somebody was caught up from the jump. And each messenger is going to tell you something different. One will tell you about the beginning from the jump, how somebody got caught up. The other one is going to tell you how this person's been doing spiritual bath after spiritual bath because they spell work ain't working. That person is distracted. The other one is going to tell you about this individual. They're confused about your spiritual protection. But this is the thing. What they worried about your spiritual protection for? Huh? Why they worried about your spiritual team? Because you are a threat to that individual. Fourth one, somebody's spiritual altar coming down. If somebody was trying to alter something, that's coming down. Ancestors. And that song is beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It's significant. You could have even recently heard that. And the last one, last messenger, is going to give an individual the reality check of the pain, the problems that they have created for themselves by trying to hinder you. Again, the fourth one, this individual may definitely be able to, they can feel physical pain. This could be somebody in their reading, they may instantly get a headache. Recognizing the truth. Look at this, family support. Family support. Silence. And for some of y'all, an individual got their family watching you and they up under pressure. They feel the pressure. They've been feeling it for a long time. Somebody's back is up against the wall. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So again, when it comes to you getting the full story, your story is like a relay race. You have the top four. And they will be able to tell you about the beginning, the middle, and the end of your situation, the journey, in order for you to wrap things up. They may tell you what's going to happen or open up your eyes, baby, to how much pain you truly are experiencing by staying stuck in a situation. They may tell you at the end of the entire situation what's to come. They may tell you, another one may tell you about what started off with the lighting of the candles and somebody ass getting caught up. Somebody went to a practitioner in the very beginning and now they ass is caught up. Some dude, yeah, he caught up. And that reader is going to tell you, she may even say, oh, some dude went and got some spell work done on you. Or they keep doing spell work on you. And this is how it started. This is the origin of it. The other one is going to tell you, all them folks is upset. Honey, they pissed off at you. And then they're going to go deeper into the story. Why that person is upset, why that person feels exposed, the fact that the person is trying to take spiritual baths. And the first one going to tell you that somebody is hella confused about you, that you are on the right track, that you do need to protect yourself. And they're going to tell you who you need to protect yourself from. But for the Babel brain bitches in the back, the bitch only gonna get 1 or 2 parts of your story. This could be a situation, a family dynamic, where 4 people is 4 people in the family, okay? Well, I'm gonna say you and then 3 others. You may only be getting 1 or 2 sides, but it's somebody else who knows too. And when you put everything together and it comes full circle, like the world card, like a track, everything will make sense so that you can close out that chapter and start a new one. Because right after the world card, what you got? The Fool card, a new journey. And for some of you guys, when you put everything together and you take note of your message, because I ain't talking to the Babel brain bitches in the back. They get talked to bad enough as it is. So when y'all put your message together, it will bring you the closure that you need. It will answer the questions that you have so that you can close out certain chapters and be able to move forward. Start a new beginning, a new journey. And even when you are listening to that messenger, they're going to tell you about your new beginning. But they also going to tell you that the people that you was dealing with got caught up. So don't be surprised when you hear messages and you wonder why somebody else's energy is in your message. You're going to find out about your beginning, but you're also going to find out about an individual getting caught up. See, just like you got a new beginning in life, the people who used you, try to abuse you, try to manipulate other people again, to play them against you, try to play off of your top. They have a new beginning too. For every seed that an individual plants, baby, you got to reap that harvest. And for some of y'all, you may even find out that whoever this dude is, by the wintertime, somebody may be going to jail. For some of y'all, this person could be born in the winter months. It's like you got a new chapter in your life, and this person is now having to deal with their karma. But the energy is going to come up in your message. And it's going to also indicate you was on the right track. When Spirit told you to protect yourself from an individual, you was uncertain at first because of the illusions, because they was friendly, because they was nice, because they wanted to get high. Somebody wanted to smoke a blunt. Let's chill together. That's all we're going to do for that message, y'all. Because you know, Spirit said keep it silent, honey. If you know, you know. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night. See you in the VIP section. Bye.